Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a new video, second video of the day. Who do you know works as hard as me? Anyway, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about this whole Ariana Grande and her ex and his ex ordeal that's been going on. So Ariana Grande is getting dragged once again for her new relationship with her Wicked co-star, Ethan Slater. Ethan's ex-wife, Big Doc, because she is a doctor, Dr. Lily J, who's a clinical psychologist, wrote an essay to The Cut talking about how she feels about her divorce and her ex-husband. It was last year when the high school sweethearts got divorced. Ariana and Ethan were working on their new movie, Wicked, in England, and Lily J had a baby, their firstborn. That's when she decided to move to England to be close to her man after, I think, 2 months postpartum. She met Ariana while she was there on the set, and Ari even met the baby, and all was good until the news of Ari and Ethan cheating came out. It was after the alleged cheating rumors that Ethan filed for divorce. Lily just said that at the time that Ariana wasn't a girl's girl, and people were bringing up Ariana's history of being with men who were taken, essentially putting all the blame on her like they always do when a raggedy man cheats on his poor wife. But now, Big Doc, Lily J did break her silence to share her thoughts and how she feels after everything that had happened. She starts off by saying no one gets married thinking they'll get divorced. In the same way we don't board a plane expecting to crash. But I really never thought I would get divorced, especially not just after giving birth to my first child, and especially not in the shadow of my husband's new relationship with a celebrity. In this season of shock and mourning over a year after the end of my marriage was made public, I deeply miss the life of invisibility I created for myself as a psychologist specializing in women's mental health. But the thing about this is, notice how she's referring to him as her husband, because people were saying, that they didn't have an affair, that Ethan and Ariana got together after the Lily and Ethan broke up. But why would she refer to him as her husband? Plus, one thing to add is that Ethan filed for divorce after the whole cheating scandal came out. But anyways, then she continues to say, during my pregnancy, I had never felt more happier nor more aware of how precarious happiness could be. When my baby was first placed on my chest, still tethered to me by his umbilical cord, I sobbed with relief. We had done it. He had arrived. I survived preeclampsia, a life-threatening birth complication, and finally our family was whole. Mine is a story of worrying in the wrong direction. As a prenatal psychologist, I knew all the statistics, how vulnerable a marriage is in the postpartum period, how vital community connection is in preventing depression and anxiety, how new parenthood impacts a whole family. But I confidently moved to another country with my 2-month-old baby and my husband to support his career. Consumed by the magic and mundanity of new motherhood, I didn't understand the growing distance between us. That's why I don't believe in women having kids sometimes, because imagine you go through all of this for a man to give him a child and for him to do you this dirty. And then this woman, her life is private for her. Now she's being embarrassed and her personal information is out there on the streets. She's not even a celebrity. This man is dirty. She continues to say, motherhood, I have learned, fills your time, but not your mind. In the countless hours I spend rocking my son to sleep, pushing his stroller, marveling at his sweaty little hands grasping a crayon, I work diligently on my private project of accepting the sudden public downfall of my marriage. This, I tell myself, is nothing to be ashamed of and nothing to hide. Slowly but surely, I have come to believe that in the absence of the life I planned with my high school sweetheart, a lifetime of sweetness is waiting for me and my child. While our partnership has changed, our parenthood has not. Both of us fiercely love our son 100% of the time, regardless of how our parenting time is divided. As for me, days with my son are sunny, days when I can't escape the promotion of a movie associated with the saddest days of my life, and that movie being the Wicked movie that came out in November. Anyway, she goes on and says basically that she didn't really like how things played out because she is a psychologist and her profession is basically to keep her personal business private. That's how she helps people, because what psychologist is out here getting cheated on with Ariana Grande, you know what I mean? And how everything that happened, that she's going to have a good life with her son, and she's happy that she has her son, basically. But it's really sad, though. This happens to a lot of women, but the thing about getting cheated on and someone leaving you for someone else is that the average woman isn't getting cheated on with a public celebrity, you know what I mean? When things happen to you, publicly, and when they happen to you privately, it's always so much worse when things happen to you publicly. But yeah, what do you guys think?
The more I find out about Ethan Slater, the more I just... Him and his wife, Lily J, now his ex-wife, were literally high school sweethearts. High school sweethearts. She moved to a new country with their 2-month-old baby to support him in his career. She also could have died giving birth because she had life-threatening complications. This woman was in a new country with a new baby, fighting postpartum depression, while her husband... Lily never wanted to be in the limelight, and they had talked about this because obviously struggles were going to come with his new career and her career as a therapist. It was one of the reasons she didn't want to be public. And I want to say to that, so many celebrities have not famous partners who are private and get their privacy. They just do. So it's really, really fucking sad that this woman had to go through such a public divorce with a newborn child while fighting postpartum. Like, I feel so bad for you, Lily J. I really do. I'm so sorry. All of this happening, all the postpartum, all the dealing with a newborn and getting a divorce, all while seeing your ex-husband frolicking around with his alleged new girlfriend, ARIANA Grande. They haven't publicly stated that they're a relationship, so I can't say that they are. No wonder you got casted as Bach, and then you end up as the Tin Man with no heart. Spoiler alert, sorry.
If I can't be invisible anymore, I may as well introduce myself. That's a bar. If you saw the way I clicked on this so fast just for the tea, but imagine my surprise when I left with deep thoughts. So Lily J, Dr. Lily J, addressed her divorce from Ethan Slater, who we know is dating Ariana Grande, and it's honestly one of the most interesting pieces I think I've ever read in a while. So beautifully written. And God forbid bad thing, but I don't think my emotions would have been mature enough to speak about something so eloquently that happened so recent and was very, very public. And without sounding like that woke friend, the details of the alleged affair, and I say details very loosely because the details weren't even detailing like that, is the least interesting thing in that entire essay. Her career as a psychologist, which relies on her having a private life, a high school sweetheart relationship breakdown, her career being in jeopardy once the news came out and patients were cancelling appointments. Like, not only was her personal life spiraling, but also her professional. Like, nah, that betrayal must have cut deep. And just to be clear, I'm not defending anybody, but how some people can read all of that and use this as a gotcha moment to defend why they never liked so and so, very telling.